Hi there, how you doing? My name is Mike and welcome to Film Roundup here on Codex English, which is the monthly video I make here for the channel in which we have a look at 3 of the current month's new film releases. Okay, so today we'll be looking at, firstly, Scream, the horror movie Scream, which is the latest installment in the famous Scream franchise. Secondly, we'll be checking out The Laureate, which is a British historical period drama. And thirdly, and finally, we'll be checking out the action film The 355. Or is it The 355? Who knows? We'll find out later, I'm sure. Okay. All right then, so enough talk for now. Let's get stuck into the first film. Okay then, so Scream. Let's check out the poster. Here it is. Right then, so Scream is a type of horror movie that is commonly called a slasher movie or a slasher film. And the reason for that is because these types of horror film, they're always about a crazy serial killer who goes around slashing people with knives, stabbing people. So that's why it's called a slasher film, this type. It's a genre of horror. Okay, so let's have a look at the blurb. Let's read the blurb and find out any details we can about the plot. Okay, so the blurb. Let's read through it then. Okay, so 25 years after a streak of brutal murders shocked the quiet town of Woodsboro, California, a new killer dons the ghost face mask and begins targeting a group of teenagers to resurrect secrets from the town's deadly past. Okay, so sounds like a typical kind of slasher film plot to me, okay? There we go. So then let's take a look at a few of the words here in the blurb. So we've got brutal. Let's do brutal, adjective then. So brutal murders. Something brutal is very violent and cruel. Very violent and cruel there. So brutal murders, very brutal, cruel, violent, bloody murders. Killings that have happened there. All right. Sounds lovely, doesn't it? Okay then. So now, a new killer dons the ghost face mask. Let's check that word out there. Don. To don is a verb. And to don something means to wear. Wear. Okay. So back at the poster, you can see the mask there on the killer's face. That's the ghost face mask. So the killer is wearing the mask. The killer has donned the mask. Okay, that's all it means there, to wear some clothes, okay? All right then, so Ghostface mask and begins targeting a group of teenagers. Oh no, it's always the poor teenagers, isn't it, in these kind of films? Okay, so then, to target, that's the verb there. To target something means to attack. Something in particular, something specifically. Target. So the killer is going to attack and try to kill the teenagers. Target those people. All right. So targeting a group of teenagers to resurrect secrets from the town's deadly past. So deadly, adjective there. Deadly generally just means relating to something that can cause death, something that can kill you. So the past here, they're saying the past is deadly, which means that events in the past involved lots of death, essentially is what it's saying. Okay. All right then, so let's watch a piece of the trailer and then I'll tell you how excited I am and teach you a phrase to use to express that level of excitement. Okay, let's go.
There's certain rules to surviving.
The attacks were all on people related to the original killers.
Whatever his link is to our past, it's pulled us all back here. And I won't sleep until he's in the ground.
Hello, Sydney. It's an honor.
Oh dear. Okay. All right. So the trailer is exactly what I expected it to be. You've got the whole, everyone's scared. Oh, who's the killer? Trying to figure out who the killer is. All right, okay, so let's check out a phrase from the trailer. One of the characters says, "I won't sleep until he's in the ground." Let's hear it one more time.
I won't sleep until he's in the ground. I won't sleep until he's in the ground. I won't sleep until he's in the ground.
All right then, so this expression here comes from the idiom to put somebody in the ground, which means to kill somebody, okay? Literally put somebody underground, dead and buried. So that's what it means to kill somebody there. Put them in the ground, okay? All right then, so let's get the excitement meter up. There it is. So for me, I'm only going to give it 25. Only 25 for me personally. Sorry if you're a big Scream fan, but if you are, let me know your excitement score down in the comments. I would definitely like to hear some other opinions as well about this film. Okay, so only 25 for me because this kind of film just isn't really my thing. It just isn't really my thing. And that's the phrase that you can use to express when you are not very interested in something. Yeah. It's just not really my thing. It's just not really my thing. Sorry. All right. Okay, so there we go. Let me know how excited you are for Scream in the comments. Okay then, so let's move on to the second film of the video. So here it is. The second film in today's video is The Laureate. The Laureate. Okay, so the title then. So Laureate, this is short for the Poet Laureate. And a Poet Laureate is the most important and most highly respected poet in a country. And I think this is mainly a British and American thing. Perhaps other countries have this too, but yes, the Poet Laureate of a country is the official poet for that country, and they write the poems about highly significant events that happen in the country. Okay then, so let's check out the blurb. Let's have a read through them. Okay then, so set in the mid-1920s, celebrated poet and writer Robert Graves returns from war traumatized and creatively struggling. It takes young poet Laura Riding to reignite Robert's passion. All right, I'm liking the sound of this. I do like the sound of this. Okay then, so set in the mid-1920s, celebrated poet. Celebrated is an ADJ. If somebody is celebrated or something, it means they are very well respected, highly regarded, and also probably famous as well. All right. So, celebrated poet and writer Robert Graves returns from war traumatized. Traumatized is another adjective here. If somebody is traumatized, it means that they are suffering from long-term, long-lasting mental health damage, emotional damage, mental trauma there. So Robert Graves returns from war traumatized and creatively struggling. So he can no longer write. He's finding it hard to write. So it takes young poet Laura Riding to reignite Robert's passion. So reignite is a verb here, and that means to restart something. But reignite is a much more powerful, evocative verb to use than just restart. Okay? Ignite, just the verb ignite, means to start a fire, set something on fire. You see, so it's got a much more, it's got more descriptive force behind it than just saying restart. There we go. So to restart what? To reignite Robert's passion. So passion is a noun here. Okay, so your passion is your feeling of excitement for things. Okay, and you can also say that something is my passion. For example, films are my passion, or I am passionate about films, and passionate is the adjective. Okay, so I like the sound of this. I'm interested in war poetry, so yeah, this is more my thing. This is my thing. Okay, so let's have a look at a clip from the trailer.
The objects of this story are simple enough. An opportunity for a formal goodbye.
You once asked me how we should describe our love. If you invite a serpent into your home, Perhaps you shouldn't be surprised if it bites you.
Please remember, our veterans are the fabric of our nation. Our next reader requires no introduction.
I've often said that war is not the end, but the beginning of the violence. No one needs a war poet anymore.
Okay. I liked it. I like the trailer. I like it very much, actually. All right then, okay. So, a phrase then from the trailer was, please remember, our veterans are the fabric of our nation. Let's hear it one more time.
Please remember, our veterans are the fabric of our nation. Please remember, our veterans are the fabric of our nation.
Okay then, there we go. So, our veterans are the fabric of our nation. Veterans are people who fought in a war. Veterans there, war veterans, okay. So, these people who fought in a war are the fabric of our nation, of our country. So, the fabric of something. Fabric is a noun, and normally fabric describes a material that clothes are made from, right? But here, fabric refers to the most essential and important basic part of something. So here, in that sentence there, they are saying our veterans are the fabric of our nation, which means those soldiers who fought in the war are the most important basic part of the country. That's what he's saying there. All right then, so the excitement meter, I'm giving it 75. 75 from me personally, okay. So, I'm rather enticed. I'm rather enticed by this movie trailer. All right, so that's the phrase I'm using to express my level of excitement there. For 75, I'm rather enticed. Enticed means attracted. You are attracted to it if you are enticed by something, or you are interested in it, okay? So let me know, which score will you give the Laureate on the excitement meter? Let me know down below in the comments there. Okay, right then, so let's move on to the final third film of this episode. The third and final film of this episode then is the 355, or is it the 355? Or maybe the 355? I don't know. Did it mention in the trailer? Anyway, let's just go with the 355. It sounds cooler. All right, so it looks very international. The poster here is very vibrant, very colorful. And yeah, I think this will be a very much a globe-trotting movie. So globe-trotting is an adjective, and that means that something will happen all around the world. So this film will take us all around the world in lots of different countries, probably in these 5 countries here, I guess. Okay then, so let's read the blurb and find out what kind of movie this is. When a top secret weapon falls into mercenary hands, a wildcard CIA agent joins forces with 3 international agents on a lethal mission to retrieve it, while staying a step ahead of a mysterious woman who's tracking their every move. Okay, so it sounds like a spy film, probably an action spy kind of adventure movie like that. Kind of like James Bond, right? It sounds like James Bond, something like that. All right then, so let's check out some of the words there from the blurb. So we've got when a top secret weapon falls into mercenary hands. Okay, right, so a mercenary here is a type of person, and this is somebody who is paid to fight for somebody else. All right, a mercenary, a type of soldier there. Right, okay, so when a top secret weapon falls into mercenary hands, a wild card CIA agent. Okay, so a wild card refers to when something is very difficult to predict. You don't know what a wild card is going to do. No idea. So the CIA agent is a wild card. And this agent joins forces with 3 international agents on a lethal mission to retrieve it. Okay, that word there, lethal. Do you remember we did the word deadly for scream? Well, these are synonyms. Deadly, lethal, something that can cause death. Deadly or lethal. All right, so it's a lethal mission to retrieve it while staying a step ahead of a mysterious woman. Okay, so there we've got an idiom stay a step ahead of somebody. Be a step ahead of somebody means that you are better prepared and ready for something than somebody else, okay? Be a step ahead of somebody, in front of them, okay? There we go. So staying a step ahead of a mysterious woman who's tracking their every move there. Okay, so tracking there, we've got a verb. Track means to follow carefully, watch carefully what something is doing or where it is going. All right. Okay, so it sounds like a spy thriller film, action kind of movie like 007. Okay, so let's check out the trailer and see. Let's find out.
We're the top agents from around the world. American, British, German, Colombian, Chinese.
But now we have a common enemy.
They can start World War III from simple reach of their keyboard.
So we need to join forces.
It's like half the CIA's most wanted.
Always such a tough guy.
I'm not an agent, I'm a therapist.
They thought I would give you my secrets.
Do you have secrets?
We put ourselves in.
Yep. It's definitely a spy action thriller kind of movie, kind of like James Bond-ish, that kind of movie. But all the characters are women, it seems, at least the main 5 characters. So yeah, that makes it a bit more interesting, I feel. All right. So then, a phrase that was spoken by one of the characters in the trailer was, "So we need to join forces. So we need to join forces." Let's hear it one more time.
So we need to join forces. So we need to join forces. So we need to join forces.
All right, there we go. So we need to join forces here. So to join forces means to work together with other people. For example, I might say, "Hey guys, this university assignment is really difficult. So let's join forces and work together." And that's all it means there, to join forces, okay? Right then, so, excitement meter time. There we go. I can't click. Oh, there we go, all right. I'm gonna give it 50. 50. Okay, so for me it's just okay, and a phrase I will use to describe that feeling of, yeah, just okay, in the middle, 50-50, is I might give it a bash. I might give it a bash, or I might give it a go. I might give something a bash means, yeah, maybe, I might try it, or I might not try it, maybe, all right? Right in the middle there, 50-50, right? Okay, so will you give it a bash? Will you? Let me know in the comments what your excitement meter score is for 355. Okay, so let me know then which of these 3 films you are interested in seeing down below in the comments. And also feel free to ask me any questions as well. Me personally, I won't be seeing Scream. That's just really not my thing. I will probably see the Laureate, and I might see the 355 if I feel like seeing an action film. However, many of my students keep saying to me, "Hey Mike, you have to see the new Spider-Man film." So I should probably see that first. Yeah, so we'll see. But anyway, there we go. I hope you have a great January, a great start to the year. And once again, thanks for watching. I hope to see you again soon here on Codex English with me, Mike. Until next time, cheerio.